I have 3 units of Silver Shield Pikes, 5 units of Archers, 3 units of Companion Cav, that's where my general's at, and 1 unit of Greek Cav. And I will list the upgrades, like, somewhere off to the side. Let's go look at my opponent's SPQR Roman army here. And you can tell this is a very low money battle, it's 10,000 denarii normal scale. He has 3 units of Roman Archers, 2 units of Archer Auxilia, I want to say 5 units of Urban Cohorts, 3 units of Triarii, and a unit of Praetorian Cav. That's where his general's at. So this guy picked a very standard response to a Seleucid army. He picked a lot of anti-Cav units. That's why he brought all these Triarii. What I didn't do is that I did not bring Cataphracts, which is the Seleucid, that's like their main striking power. But instead of bringing Cataphracts, I brought Companion Cav. So maybe I shocked him a little bit with that little inclusion. So anyways, I'm going to start off the battle rushing up my archers to begin the skirmish phase. My opponent has the range advantage because he has these Archer Auxilia. So look at the armies, you can tell that my opponent does have an infantry advantage, just because he has the Pila plus 5 units of Urbans, who are moderately upgraded. I do have the Cav superiority, but my opponent does have the anti-Cav superiority. As for archers, my opponent has the edge, just because he has the Archer Auxilia, but that's why I ran my troops up really quickly, so that I can close the range gap of his Archer Auxilia. So my opponent's going to put his guys into Testudo, and he's not really doing that for why you think. He's doing this so that he can advance and close in on my archers without getting shot. I'd rather just walk without Testudo, because this is kind of slow, marching up to Testudo, plus you have to take the time to get out of Testudo. That's why I prefer just marching up there, because Roman Legionnaires, they already have these huge shields on them. But I guess with a concentrated blast of archer fire, you can decimate these ranks. So my opponent's not taking any chances, he's going to move up here. And I'm trying to locate a weakness in my opponent's army. Just because if he uses his Triarii well, then he can stave off my Cav superiority. So yeah, as a Roman against Cataphracts, you can use Triarii or Auxilia. They're remarkably effective against any kind of heavy Cav, to be honest. So yeah, he came in with his Praetorians trying to get a nice blitz on my archers, but I moved up my Cav in time to scare his Praetorians away. So I see his Testudo coming up, and I'm going to rush up my Silver Shield Pikes. Gonna do a little phalanx charge here. But at around this time, he takes his guys out of Testudo formation. So I'm going to rush forward here. But my opponent's going to do the sensible thing, I suppose. He's going to run backwards. He doesn't want to fight my guys, apparently. Not until he launches his Pila. So he's going to run backwards here. And I'm going to keep rushing forward here. And then I'm going to get my guys into phalanx formation. And the reason why I'm doing this is to minimize the damage from his Pila. As you can see, he threw 1 round. But that's all he's going to throw off is 1 round. Now I'm going to use my Cav superiority to strike his flanks. Here I ran right into his Triarii. But they were facing my pikes, that's why I charged into them. But Triarii are good anti-Cav units, so he can just turn around easily and take out my Cav. So here I'm launching Cav strikes wherever possible. And I'm going to withdraw, get away from his Praetorians. And that in turn is going to sucker his Praetorians away from these archers, so I'm going to bash into his archers here. Basically I'm looking for targets of opportunity with my Cav. So now I see this new opportunity here. I took out his Cav, and I'm going to bash into this nice mixture of Urbans right here. All the meanwhile, my opponent's using his Triarii to take down my Cav. See this? So Triarii are quite nasty when your opponent knows how to use them against your horsemen. So I'll do what I can to fight this the urban menace coupled with Triarii support. My opponent's launching his own hammer nimble strikes with his Praetorians against my Silver Shields. I have a routed unit right here. Those are Silver Shield Pikes. They're broken.
The enemy general flees.
But there we broke his general, and here I get a nice rear charge with my Greek cav on these urbans. And I'm gonna basically just withdraw. You don't want to stay in too long with any kind of cav, especially Greek cav. So look at this, my opponent's winning this infantry fight. But I'm gonna keep getting charges where I can. There we killed his general, so he's not gonna be coming back from retreating. I got this Triarii sandwiched, but as I said, they are anti-cav. So they can hold their ground against my companions and my Greek cav from multiple angles. Here's more cav charges. But yeah, you can see my opponent won this infantry fight here. I only had 3 silver shields. They were gold, but quality-wise, even gold is pretty much outmatched by 5 urbans with just a few upgrades because of the Pila. And not to mention that urbans are already highly upgraded to begin with, even without, you know, sword and attack upgrades. They have good stats to begin with, is what I meant to say. So yeah, basically my opponent won the infantry fight. He has Triarii and urbans, and he has these archers, but I'm using my winded cav to take down these archers. I don't want him having archers combining with his Triarii and urbans. So the advantage I do have right now at this point are my archers. And I'm going to use hit and run tactics to take out this Roman army. See this Triarii coming, they're going to charge my archers. And it's got these urbans back here. And yeah, I'm going to take my time and take out his archers. I don't want them in the equation here. So once I've taken out his archers, I'm free to bring my cav back. So now I can harass. Problem is, my cav is very depleted to this guy. See these guys? They're down to 2, and they're winded. This one's down to 18. They're tired, though. So I'm going to threaten to charge from the rear on his urbans. And that'll keep him from chasing my archers with impunity. Unfortunately, he threw his peel at these guys, so I went from 18 to 15 men here. But at least I'm keeping these urbans away from chasing my archers. So yeah, without infantry, I'm reduced to hit and run tactics here. But I can play the hit and run game when I need to. So I got these urbans right here. I'm gonna threaten the charge. I'm not gonna charge it with my general, and then I'm gonna charge him with the rest of my group here, and that's gonna destroy those guys. So look at this Triarii. I had been using my archers to shoot them from the flanks. And they're gonna run. And my opponent sees that he's doomed, so he's gonna admit defeat. Very close battle though. Yeah, if you have like heavy cav, you want to watch out for Triarii and Auxilia when you're playing against Romans. So it was a clear victory. I'll let you read the stats, and good game to my opponent, NazgulZero from Spain, I suppose. Take care.